Hi guys, so 2 weeks ago I was making a video about my 500 subscribers and now I am with tada, 551. So I got 50 subscribers in over a few days. It is pretty awesome and I would like to know how they did discover my channel. So I will say thanks for joining and I will show you my lab as it is currently. So here is my bench where I do most of my stuff. On the left here Yamaha stereo for the computer, shelf with oscilloscope. On the bottom there are some Arduinos and some tools. Waste bins here. So I have one Dell computer at the bottom with 2 screens. And I have one laptop also, which is useful for IRC. So the bench, I have no anti-static material, sadly. Here are my main tool storage with lots of everything. I barely never miss any tool, but it is a little messy. I need to organize it sometimes. At the back here is a temporary storage space for things I am pulling apart and parts I need to sort and so on. Here pillow for the dog. Here more parts storage for things I am taking apart or scrapping. Here storage with 2 Sony broadcast cameras. The black box have several small parts in them. Here mostly cables, storage, power supply, audio video, computer cable, and some random parts I need to for projects, future projects, or things like this. Then the shelving, as you can see, a lot of it. So most of this box you have calculators from my calculator collection, some interesting PCBs I keep. Then most of these are aircraft parts in these boxes. All this. There also some free space. It is quite rare to have free space. More aircraft parts, Soviet electronics, aircraft parts. At the back there are some cameras. One other temporary storage for parts. Here is my lighting system for macro shot. I did make a video about it. It is LED strips. So more storage with avionics. As you can see, radar display, power meter also, stuff. At the top here you have some delicate parts, big Soviet avionic text box here, mobile phones in these boxes, more stuff, same here. Here Sony Trinicon cameras at the back, temporary storage more or less, vintage calculators, small military radios in this, calculators here. At the back here I don't even remember, there must be more mobile phones and calculators, more avionics with autopilot here, Soviet avionics here, some random parts in boxes, more parts, delicate parts at the bottom here. Denon stereo I did fix, but I have no use for it. My test speakers in these orange bags for repairing amplifiers. At the top here, one vintage video camera in its original styrofoam box. This is a quite junk computer screen, maybe I will scrap it someday. It works, but it is bad and there are insects in the backlight for some reason. So here more storage, all my electronic components storage. I mainly use capacitors for repairs. So here broadcast cameras. Here what do we have? A box with a small parts, Soviet components, screws and so on. Same at the bottom. More aircraft instruments in the cardboard boxes, screws. And it is all for now. But I have a second storage area. So also in the garage, some of the bigger stuff in the garage, but it is quite full at this time and there is a car, so it is not very convenient. As you can see, I need to organize sometime, but it is always the same. You organize and it becomes messy after a few weeks. So on here, some display with Soviet capacitors and aircraft parts, quite nice. And here is the heater room, and I use it for auxiliary storage. This is stuff I need to sell in a flea market someday. And here is mostly my cameras collection, also pacemakers in these boxes. Bubble wrap, you always need bubble wrap. Cameras in this card box, box which did just crack open, it seems. So we need to find another one because it is full of cameras. It is a 30 kilos box of cameras. And so here my column of adhesive tape, masking tape, Kapton tape, duct tape, packing tape for making parcels, and so on. I didn't make it with scrap parts I found in the dumpster. EV base from light, I believe, and some plastic tubings. So it is, at least it does not take too much space. Okay. So all of these are cameras, digital and analog cameras. Some of them in their original boxes. As you can see, this is more stuff. I do not even remember what there is in this. At the bottom here, you can see beside the Christmas tree stand, the Missile Giro I did take apart a few days ago. And it is all. Here is my gas heater. It is 3 years old, so I hope it will not fail sometime soon. Okay, so thanks for watching and see you.